bless it.
We should like keep our eyes peeled for fire because it's pretty noticeable.
I'm sorry, this is from Father Damien, who used to be Father Jimmy Dean. Father James Dean.
Hey, how's he doing?
He's doing well. I love him. He used to be a diocesan priest here. He gave Stephen his first communion
Oh yeah.
because he was here at St. Ignatius for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And you know, we've had a lot of priests come and go here at St. Ignatius, and it was, I don't mean this in a bad way, but before Father Wall, when I found out that Father Dean was leaving, I wept. I mean, I literally sobbed because I was so excited about having him being involved. He came to every youth group event during those 6 weeks, regardless of whether he had the Mass or not. Like Father Wayne coming tonight was awesome. He's not here right now, but he was here earlier. And yeah, so I mean,
Mass this morning.
Exactly. But I'm saying he didn't have the Mass tonight, and he came. So that's an awesome sign because he wants to be involved in the youth.
Yay, free food.
Well, it's more than that because they'll get free food. You know, we feed them. So in fact, it's better free food than taquitos. I can promise you that.
Other free food.
better
Yeah.
free food.
Good point.
It's variety.
So anyway, but Father Dean was engaged, and he would get involved, and he'd find out your names, and he'd remember them, and he was great at playing ping pong and air hockey, and
Really
just would jump out there, and we brought him to play paintball, and I said, Father Dean, you want to go play paintball? He's like, I've never played before. So we get him out there, and he goes nuts, in a good way, and he starts going crazy playing paintball. Within 2 weeks, he had bought his own paintball gear. And he's like, let's go. Let's get out there. He's like, we're allowed to just go out in the woods, aren't we? And just shoot one another. I'm like, yeah. As long as it's not private property. He's like, oh yeah, this is going to be good. So he was a super, super guy. And anyway, sadly, you know, one of the things that diocesan priests struggle with is a lack of brotherhood. Some of these guys, they get put out and there's no one there that they can kind of, you know, because being a priest, and Stefan knows this, being a priest is hard. It's supernatural. It's not natural. It's supernatural. The natural thing is that you would get married. That's the natural thing. And you and your wife would work things out. I know that the media makes fun of that. And they're always like, oh, it's a ball and chain and all this kind of stuff. But I mean, a man and a woman together, God designed that so that you would help one another grow in holiness. And if you're blessed such that you will procreate the race. I mean, to bring forth children to co-create with God, which is beautiful. That's the natural order. The supernatural is when God says, I want you to lay down that desire. I want you to lay it down. Because I'm going to send you out in a manner that I can't have you attached to a spouse. So then you can always say yes. You can always say yes. I can't. My wife, even tonight, she's like, I kind of wish you'd canceled the life night tonight. And I said, baby, I've only got a handful of them left. So I can't cancel. She's like, there's hardly going to be anyone there. And then she goes, maybe you'll come home early. I mean, she really wants me home. Whereas, I mean, and please don't misunderstand this, misrepresent it, but if I wasn't married, if I didn't have children, I'd probably be sleeping on the sofa in here. I would. There'd be no reason for me to have a house. Who cares?
You'd have a nice sofa.
No, that sofa. It's fine.
Well, if you were sleeping on it every day.
I mean, I don't know. I've never slept on it, so I don't know.
You like 30 futons out here. That's not.
Why wouldn't I use a futon? Just because that's a little bit more privacy.
And futons are like sleeping on a grill.
Okay, there you go. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is a priest has a tremendous amount of freedom. A priest, if God says go, they can go. They can go. Whereas with me, if you were to say, hey Todd, you want to go to a late movie tonight? I'd be like, oh man, that's an awesome opportunity for ministry. That's a great opportunity. I'm going to call my wife. I'm pretty sure she's going to say no. You know, but I mean, and I have to abide by that. Because we're in a covenant relationship. So anyway, that was a long roundabout way to say that Father Dean sadly left the diocese and he became a Benedictine priest. And he is absolutely so happy.
Where is he?
He is in Nebraska,
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
Too far away.
Is he in Nebraska?
Indiana. He's some
is-
Nebraska,
you don't know,
Indiana.
Nebraska-
He's someplace.
Nebraska-
It's bad because all I do is I keep contact with him
Nebraska
electronically.
is only 5 hours away from Minnesota. That's why I'm asking.
Only 5.
Only 5 hours. You just
Right,
did a
that's
4-hour
better than
drive.
24.
That
See, I
was
don't think
fun.
he's got his address in here.
24 hours from St. Paul to Mobile.
I'm
Do you have
sorry.
social security number?
Okay.
In comparison, it's not that bad.
It really is.
Todd, if you have his phone number, you can always call him.
No, I know
5
that.
hours is-
In fact, he was sending me the email saying call me tomorrow, so I'm gonna talk with him tomorrow, and then I'll find out like what state are you in? Where are you?
Google his phone number.
But and let me explain why he's happy. He's not happy because it means having a brotherhood means I've always got someone to play cards with, or I've always got someone to hang out with. It's because he knows that he can grow in holiness because he has brothers.